Welcome to the Mixed Media Ventures podcast, your go-to for smart, actionable digital marketing strategies to grow, scale, and win in today's online economy. Join us now for our latest episode.
Okay, settle in, because we are diving deep today into some truly fascinating material you've shared with us.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
It's excerpts from the AI revolution in digital marketing. And our mission for this deep dive is, well, to take these pages, really unpack them completely.
To get right into it.
Exactly. And get to grips with the fundamental shift that's happening right now. We're talking about the rise of these AI native companies in digital marketing. What are they? Why aren't they just another tech trend? How are they reshaping the entire landscape?
And why does it matter? Right.
Most importantly, why this matters so much for anyone operating in this space. Get ready, because there are some seriously compelling facts and insights woven throughout this text.
Okay.
They paint a very clear picture of the future. This is about more than just, using AI tools. It feels like a complete transformation in how businesses are built and run.
That's the critical distinction right from the start, isn't it?
Yeah.
The source makes it really clear that AI isn't just a new feature or like a bolt-on technology.
Yeah.
It's being presented as a fundamental change in the operating model itself. Think of it less like adopting a new software package and more like a paradigm shift in how a company functions, from its foundation upwards.
Okay, let's unpack that idea then.
Yeah.
The source defines AI native companies. What exactly does that mean in this context? It's not just about using AI for, say, automating emails, is it?
Not at all, and that's a crucial point the source emphasizes. An AI native company, according to this material, is one where AI is a core part of its very business model and operation.
Okay, core part.
Yeah, not just an accessory tool. It's integrated deeply into their processes, their decision-making frameworks, maybe even their culture, right from day one.
So it's baked in from the start.
Exactly. This inherent integration is what gives them their edge. It makes them incredibly quick to adapt, learn, and evolve because the AI facilitates that dynamic responsiveness.
And the text points out this isn't confined to just, niche tech startups anymore.
Yeah.
We're seeing this approach being embraced by digital marketing agencies themselves.
That's interesting.
Yeah, the source even provides an example, Mixed Media Ventures, highlighting how they're using advanced technology, likely including AI, not only to enhance their client services, but also to optimize their own internal operations.
You're right. So it's practical now.
It demonstrates this shift is practical and already impacting the service side of the industry. Seems like it.
That real-world adoption is key, and the source provides some pretty compelling evidence of the scale of this shift through investment figures. It states that funding for AI-native applications has reached a staggering $8.5 billion in 2024.
Wow, $8.5 billion.
Now, that figure is massive. It's not just venture capitalists throwing money at buzzwords,
No, that's serious cash.
It signals a very strong belief from investors that these AI-first models have tangible business value and are poised for significant growth and market disruption. They see the potential for returns rooted in the efficiency and capabilities that being AI-native provides.
Absolutely, and it's not just the investment going in, it's the commercial success coming out. The source makes a point of mentioning that at least 47 AI-native applications are already generating over $25 million in annual recurring revenue, ARR.
Over $25 million AR each.
For those unfamiliar, ARR is, that key metric showing predictable revenue from subscriptions or recurring contracts.
Yeah, the sticky revenue.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To have nearly 50 companies in this relatively new AI-native application space already hitting that level of proven, repeatable revenue, well, that's a powerful indicator.
Yeah, it really is.
It shows this isn't just theoretical potential. These models are working, they're scaling, and they're delivering substantial value in the market right now.
This rapid emergence and demonstrated success signifies a fundamental shift is already underway. These companies aren't following existing playbooks. They are actively writing new ones and setting new standards for efficiency, personalization, and speed. Their existence and growth are inherently increasing competitive pressure across various sectors, forcing traditional businesses to confront the fact that current practices are being fundamentally changed by these AI-native approaches.
So the whole game is changing.
The pace of change is accelerating, driven by this new wave of companies built with AI at their core.
So let's drill down a bit more.
Right.
What exactly, according to the source, are the foundational characteristics that make a company AI native? What sets them apart beyond just having an AI tool in their stack?
Well, the source outlines several core characteristics that really distinguish these companies. The first, and perhaps most significant, is what they term an AI-first approach to operations.
The AI-first operations. Okay.
This means that when they design a workflow, a process, or a decision-making loop, AI is considered from the very beginning.
Not an afterthought.
Not as an add-on to automate an existing manual task. AI is integrated into the fundamental logic of how the business runs.
And the source gives us some broader context for this level of integration, right? It references data from McKinsey and Company that shows general AI use in business has doubled since 2017.
That's right, doubled.
While that shows increased adoption across the board, AI-native companies are clearly at the absolute cutting edge of this trend, pushing AI integration much deeper into every facet of their operations than traditional companies might.
Precisely. And this deep integration, this AI-first mindset in operations, inherently leads to a significant boost in productivity.
Makes sense.
When AI is handling complex analysis, automating routine tasks, or providing real-time insights to inform decisions, things just move faster and more efficiently throughout the organization. It's a foundational advantage.
Okay, so AI-first operations is one key characteristic. What's the second?
A data-centric culture. This is huge.
Right, beta.
For AI-native companies, data isn't just a byproduct of their operations. It is absolutely central to everything they do. It serves as the fuel that trains and powers their AI systems, constantly refining their capabilities. But it's also the primary basis for making virtually every decision within the company, from strategic direction down to optimizing individual marketing campaigns.
So data drives everything.
Pretty much. The source mentions a general statistic that companies using AI save an average of USD 1.76 million.
Wow.
Now, while that figure covers various AI applications, it strongly underscores the financial benefits derived from the kind of sophisticated data analysis and predictive capabilities that are absolutely core to any AI native firm. Their efficiency is intrinsically linked to their mastery of data.
Right, because with a true data-centric culture and powerful AI, they gain this incredible capability not just to understand what happened in the past or what's happening now,
Yeah, they can look forward.
but to analyze vast, complex data sets, to identify patterns and predict future outcomes. That predictive power in marketing is, well, it's game-changing.
It truly is. And that ability to predict and act on data leads directly to the third key characteristic the source identifies: continuous learning and adaptation.
Ah, okay. Always improving.
Exactly. Because their AI systems are constantly processing new data and market feedback, these companies are built to learn and evolve in real time. Their operations are inherently dynamic and responsive.
The McKinsey stat about the potential productivity boost comes up again here, doesn't it? The source links AI to a potential $4.4 trillion boost in productivity.
A massive number.
It feels like that immense potential isn't just about automating tasks, but it's really unlocked by this capability for continuous learning.
I think so.
Staying ahead in a fast-moving market isn't about a single innovation. It's about having the systemic ability to constantly learn, quickly adjust strategies based on new information, and maintain that competitive edge through perpetual improvement.
That's the link the source seems to draw. It's the dynamic learning loop enabled by AI that drives long-term productivity and competitive advantage. And to help illustrate these characteristics, the source provides some really clear examples. Netflix is highlighted as a great example.
Netflix, good one.
Yeah, looking at their evolution from a DVD rental service to a global streaming giant powered by sophisticated AI recommendation engines and data-driven content strategy, it's a perfect case study.
Absolutely.
Their entire shift and subsequent growth are fundamentally rooted in understanding and implementing AI at a core business level, demonstrating how AI can drive monumental change.
That makes perfect sense. Their ability to personalize recommendations and understand viewing habits at scale is directly tied to their AI capabilities. The source also mentions Adobe.
Right, Adobe.
While maybe not strictly AI native in the sense of a startup born entirely from AI, the source highlights their significant commitment, stating Adobe has over 300 experts working on AI.
300 experts, that's serious.
It demonstrates the scale of AI expertise and investment required in being built, even by established players who recognize the necessity of deep AI integration to remain competitive. It's a powerful signal of the commitment needed.
It absolutely reinforces that this is a serious, large-scale transformation happening across the industry. So if we pull together the advantages of these AI-native companies as described in the source.
Yeah, let's sum that up.
Okay. They possess the ability to offer incredibly custom, personalized experiences at scale. They maintain a strong focus on efficiency, even when market conditions are tough.
Crucial.
They are actively setting and raising industry standards, and they're clearly attracting significant venture capital investment because their model is seen as the future.
Okay. Shifting focus slightly then, let's talk about how these characteristics translate into a transformative impact, specifically on digital marketing strategies. How does the source break down this revolution in marketing itself?
Well, the source begins by highlighting the AI native company's unparalleled ability to rapidly understand and process massive amounts of data relevant to marketing.
Speed is key.
Absolutely. This isn't just crunching numbers, it's deriving actionable insights at speeds previously unimaginable. This allows for much faster decision-making based directly on granular customer behavior, which, as any marketer knows, is the most valuable input.
And the source gives a concrete number to quantify this. Using AI for data analysis can make marketing insights and resulting strategies up to 30% more accurate.
30% more accurate.
What does that kind of jump in accuracy mean for the effectiveness of a marketing campaign in the real world?
Increased accuracy at that level is huge. It means you're significantly better at identifying the right target audience, understanding their needs and intent, and timing your message perfectly.
Less waste.
Exactly. It translates directly to less wasted ad spend, higher engagement rates, and ultimately much better conversion rates. You're operating based on statistically validated insights rather than, assumptions or broad demographics.
And that leads directly into personalization, which the source emphasizes is absolutely key to this AI revolution. AI allows businesses to create content and experiences that are just for each person.
Right, that individual tailoring.
It's not just segmentation anymore. It's tailoring at a much finer grain.
Yes, and the impact statistic the source provides for this is incredibly compelling. Emails matching individual preferences can increase sales by about 20%.
20% lift just from personalization.
That's a significant boost purely from tailoring the message based on AI-driven understanding. It demonstrates the immense power of relevant, tailored communication. You're moving away from mass messaging towards a segment of one approach where the content feels like it was created specifically for you.
The source also introduces the concept of hyper-personalization later in the future trends section, suggesting an even deeper, more nuanced level of tailoring based on increasingly sophisticated AI understanding of individual preferences and context.
Right, it gets even more granular.
It shows this isn't a static capability, but one that's rapidly advancing.
Exactly, it's an evolution built on this foundation. Another area seeing massive impact is customer service and engagement. The source points to the role of chatbots here, noting they can now handle most customer service tasks effectively.
And the stats on chatbots are quite striking, especially the combination of cost savings and customer satisfaction. Chatbots can cut costs by anywhere from 30% to 50%.
Big savings.
And the source notes, crucially, that they can also make customers happier. That second part feels genuinely counterintuitive to many people who might picture frustrating robotic interactions.
It does feel counterintuitive, yeah. But the source suggests that as chatbot technology improves, incorporating better natural language processing, faster access to information, and the ability to handle a wider range of queries, talking to customers becomes easier.
Easier how?
Well, this implies that for many common issues, a well-designed AI interaction offers speed, accuracy, and 247 availability, which are significant drivers of customer satisfaction.
Okay. Speed and availability.
Right, potentially outweighing the desire for human interaction for routine tasks. The future trends section reinforces this with real-time engagement and automation of customer interactions, highlighting AI's ongoing role in transforming this area.
Social media marketing is another area benefiting hugely. The source claims AI integration can make social media campaigns better by up to 60%.
60% better. How?
Well, it explains how AI achieves this, for example, by spotting subtle signals indicating when a customer might be at risk of leaving what's known as churn prediction.
Predicting churn. Very valuable.
By identifying these patterns early through AI analysis of social interactions and other data, companies can proactively intervene to retain customers, which is far more cost-effective than acquiring new ones.
Definitely cheaper to keep than acquire.
And tying into that efficiency and effectiveness, the ROI stat is substantial. Companies using AI in these ways see a big boost in return, up to 50%.
A 50% ROI boost. That kind of ROI is impossible to ignore. It shows the direct business impact of leveraging AI's capabilities in social media. And finally, the source discusses the impact on ad spending and targeting. The efficiency stat here is particularly compelling. Using AI helps companies spend their advertising budgets much more wisely, making their ads 50% more effective.
50% more effective. And that effectiveness translates directly into cost savings.
Yeah, the source notes this targeted approach often saves money, frequently around 15%, specifically because the ads are being shown to people who are genuinely likely to be interested rather than being broadly broadcast.
Well, right, you're reducing wasted impressions and clicks.
Exactly. And this effectiveness is deeply intertwined with the predictive analytics trend mentioned later, by using AI to anticipate what customers will want or do next.
Predicting the future almost.
Businesses can refine their messaging, targeting, and even timing of ads even further, leading to better results and significantly more efficient allocation of valuable advertising resources. It's moving beyond reactive targeting to proactive, predictive advertising.
So, stepping back, the magnitude of these changes is profound. We're talking about a fundamental shift towards marketing that is hyper-personal, incredibly flexible, constantly informed by deep insights, and leading to much more engaged customers.
Yeah, it's a different world.
And this core AI native characteristic, the ability to learn and adapt rapidly, seems absolutely crucial for businesses to thrive, let alone just survive in this new environment.
Absolutely. It's about building agility into the core of the marketing function. Though, as powerful as this is, it's important to remember that the source isn't presenting AI as a magic bullet without complexities.
Right, there are always downsides.
While it acknowledges AI's role in potentially augmenting creativity, it also highlights a significant challenge later in the text. The fact that 45% of companies worry about following rules like GDPR, even while pushing for rapid growth fueled by data and AI.
The privacy angle. 45% is a lot.
It adds a critical layer of complexity scaling. With AI means navigating increasingly complex regulatory landscapes and maintaining customer trust around data, which is, a non-trivial challenge.
That data privacy concern is definitely a major point to consider. Okay, moving into the engine room, how does the source explain the specific mechanics how AI, particularly machine learning and advanced algorithms, is powering this transformation in marketing automation and digital advertising?
The source dives into the technical underpinnings, starting with how machine learning drives targeted campaigns. It explains the process. Machine learning models are trained on lots of customer data.
Tons of data.
And this isn't just simple demographic information. It includes behavioral data, purchase history, interaction patterns, even potentially sentiment from social media. The algorithms then analyze this complex data to find important patterns and likes.
Okay, so patterns beyond the obvious.
These patterns might be non-obvious correlations between certain behaviors and purchasing decisions, or subtle indicators of interest in a particular product category, things humans might miss.
And the result of identifying these deep patterns, marketing becomes more precise and ads really speak to people. So it's about moving beyond broad assumptions about groups to targeting based on demonstrated data-driven understanding of individual or microsegment preferences and behaviors.
Exactly. And the source emphasizes the dynamic nature of this. AI systems can change ad creatives, messaging, or even placement on the fly based on how a user interacts with an ad or other content in real time.
Adapting in real time.
This makes the ads more relevant and engaging in that moment, increasing the likelihood that they will convert or lead to the desired action. It's a continuous optimizing feedback loop.
This dynamic precision clearly requires enhanced data analysis for better insights, which the source reiterates here.
Yes, it's the foundation. The source explains that this deep data analysis capability is crucial not only for building the machine learning models, but also for providing actionable insights that shape broader marketing strategies and demonstrate the effectiveness of campaigns,
Proving it works.
allowing for continuous improvement in metrics like engagement rates and sales performance. They also elaborate further on predictive analytics in this context. It's the ability to use these insights to guess what specific actions customers are likely to take next.
Like what?
Whether they'll click on an ad, abandon a cart, or respond to an offer. This allows businesses to adjust their messaging before the customer even takes the action.
Proactive.
Optimize resource allocation by focusing efforts where they're most likely to succeed, and ultimately boost profits by increasing conversion rates and customer value. It's fundamentally proactive marketing powered by foresight.
And then there's the role of advanced algorithms in digital advertising specifically.
Yeah.
What function do these algorithms serve?
Well, the source explains their primary function is to analyze vast quantities of data, everything from bid prices and ad inventory to user behavior and historical performance, find patterns within that data, and use these patterns to help marketers place their ads more effectively across digital channels.
So smarter ad placement.
Essentially, yes. This algorithm-driven placement is what enables the kind of detailed targeting we discussed earlier, ensuring ads reach the most relevant audience at the optimal time.
The source provides some really compelling, high-profile examples of companies leveraging these advanced algorithms and AI in their advertising and marketing, showcasing the scale of adoption. Coca-Cola is mentioned
Yeah.
for using AI in their holiday ad campaigns to make customer interactions feel more personal.
That's a major brand using AI for tailored messaging.
Absolutely, bringing personalization to their massive campaigns. Starbucks is also highlighted for using AI in its hugely successful rewards program.
Oh, yeah, the rewards program is huge.
The sheer scale is impressive.
Yeah.
Nearly 25 million active members in the U.S. alone, accounting for over 50% of U.S. in-store purchases in a quarter coming from those members.
Half their sales from members.
AI is almost certainly essential here for personalizing offers, predicting visiting patterns, and driving that kind of engagement and sales volume from members. L'Oreal is noted for specifically using AI in their social media advertising strategy, optimizing their spend and targeting on platforms like Facebook and Instagram.
Makes sense for a beauty brand.
And Netflix comes up again, with the source pointing out their reliance on algorithms not just for content recommendations, but also for managing their enormous user base and driving revenue growth. Algorithms are core to their entire business model.
And it's not just the brands. The platforms themselves are built on AI. The source points to Google Ads using machine learning extensively for optimizing ad placement and maximizing advertiser ROI.
Of course, Google.
And Facebook Ads Manager leveraging AI for its incredibly detailed audience targeting capabilities. These platform features, powered by advanced algorithms, are fundamental to digital advertising today.
The source even provides market growth statistics that underscore the immense economic impact and anticipated future growth tied to these algorithms and AI in general. They predict the AI market in advertising is expected to hit a staggering $1.8 trillion by 2030.
$1.8 trillion, that's enormous.
And the general AI market is expected to reach $300 billion by 2026. These aren't small numbers. They represent a massive wave of investment and projected value creation driven by these technologies.
They are truly indicative of the scale of the transformation. And to summarize the algorithm benefits listed in the source, they enable better audience segmentation, the ability to discover hidden customer behaviors, improved targeting accuracy, deep customer personalization, increased ad engagement, and ultimately significantly improved marketing results.
Quite a list.
It's a comprehensive list that covers the entire spectrum of digital advertising and marketing effectiveness.
To really bring these concepts to life, the source includes a couple of specific case studies of companies, perhaps less widely known than Google or Netflix, but excellent examples of leveraging AI in significant ways. Let's look at those. First, Supernatural AI.
Supernatural AI. Okay, they're described as a creative agency, but one that uses AI in a fundamental way to improve their advertising output.
A creative agency using AI. Interesting blend.
Yeah, their approach isn't about replacing human creativity entirely. It's described as mixing human ideas with AI data and capabilities.
So it's AI as an enhancer or accelerator for the creative process. And the result, according to the source, is making ads faster, cheaper, and more impactful ads that really speak to people.
Human creativity plus AI efficiency.
This case study is a strong demonstration that AI can augment creative output and drive efficiency simultaneously, suggesting a future where human and artificial intelligence collaborate in marketing.
It highlights that the balance between human intuition and AI efficiency is achievable and productive. The other specific case study mentioned is abnormal security.
Cybersecurity. They operate in the cybersecurity space, specifically focused on detecting sophisticated phishing and email-based threats.
Right, and their core methodology relies heavily on AI. They use AI to spot threats incredibly early by analyzing communication patterns, language nuances, and behavioral signals within email traffic.
How does that work?
Well, phishing attempts often rely on subtle linguistic cues or deviations from normal communication flows, which are difficult for humans or traditional rule-based systems to catch at scale. AI is much better at spotting those tiny anomalies.
So their ASC is built to identify these extremely subtle anomalies and patterns at a massive scale to detect threats that would otherwise slip through traditional defenses. The result, as the source notes.
Finding and stopping threats fast. This case study is a powerful illustration of how AI's pattern recognition capabilities can be applied to critical security challenges, providing what the source calls game-changing protection.
It shows the versatility of AI beyond just marketing applications, although secure communication is certainly vital for marketing efforts. And the source also briefly loops back to the tech giants, Google, Amazon, and Tesla, as other examples of AI's transformative power.
Yeah, the big names.
Google's dominance in search is fundamentally AI-driven. Amazon's success in e-commerce relies heavily on AI for recommendations, logistics, and pricing.
Linking back to personalization and efficiency.
And Tesla represents AI's disruptive power in innovation through self-driving cars. These broader examples reinforce that AI is a core strength leveraged across diverse, leading companies.
It's everywhere at the top.
So, AI is clearly a powerful force driving significant transformation, but the source also acknowledges that the path forward isn't without its hurdles. What challenges do AI native companies, and frankly any company trying to embrace this approach, face, according to the text?
Yeah, the source dedicates a section to these challenges. A key one is the delicate act of balancing human creativity with AI efficiency.
The human touch versus the machine.
Exactly. While AI is excellent at automating routine tasks, analyzing data for insights, and optimizing performance for speed and scale, the source explicitly states that humans remain key to making ads that touch people's hearts.
That's a really important point. AI can optimize for engagement, maybe, but the initial spark of an emotionally resonant idea, the deep cultural understanding that often comes from human creativity.
Precisely. So the challenge is figuring out how to use AI to enhance, speed up, and target that creativity rather than expecting it to generate heartfelt campaigns on its own.
Find the synergy.
The source frames this as finding the right balance to create marketing that really connects on a deeper level.
Okay, that makes sense. What else?
The other significant challenge highlighted, and one that grows in complexity as AI marketing scales, is data privacy concerns.
Ah, yes, the big one. This is understandable, given how data-hungry AI systems are and how crucial data is to AI-native operations.
Totally. The source highlights the absolute necessity to follow increasingly strict regulations like GDPR in Europe and similar privacy laws emerging globally.
It's a minefield.
Yes. And beyond just compliance, the source stresses the critical need for transparency in how data is used and the paramount importance of maintaining customer trust.
Trust is everything.
As AI enables deeper personalization and more extensive data collection, the potential for misuse or privacy breaches increases, making responsible data stewardship even more important. Navigating these regulatory and ethical waters is a major hurdle for companies leveraging AI at scale.
So, balancing the art of human creativity with the science of AI efficiency and navigating the complexities of data privacy while maintaining trust. Those are key challenges identified. Looking ahead, what does the source suggest about the future landscape of AI in marketing?
Well, the source outlines several key emerging trends in AI-driven marketing, some of which we've touched on, but it brings them together as indicators of where the field is heading.
Like hyper-personalization, which we mentioned earlier, moving towards an even deeper, more granular understanding of individual preferences and tailoring experiences accordingly.
Yes, taking personalization to the extreme. Real-time engagement is another, the ability to interact with customers precisely when they are most receptive or when they signal a need, making interactions highly relevant and timely.
Right place, right time, right message.
Exactly. And predictive analytics, which were discussed as a core capability, will become even more sophisticated, predicting customer actions with higher accuracy to proactively adjust strategies, optimize resource use, and maximize results.
Getting better at crystal ball gazing.
Sort of, yeah. Also, the continued automation of customer interactions, with bots becoming more capable and handling increasingly complex customer queries efficiently, freeing up human agents for more complex issues.
Let bots handle the simple stuff.
And enhanced content creation, where AI tools become more sophisticated in assisting marketers and copywriters to generate high-quality, accurate, and engaging content faster and at scale.
So AI is a writing partner. The source strongly reinforces the forecast that AI's role in marketing will only continue to grow and deepen.
Absolutely. It states unequivocally that companies that anticipate this trend will stay ahead. The message is clear, the market is changing fast, and businesses need to keep up.
No choice, really.
The conclusion the source draws is that AI is not optional. It is key to success in this increasingly competitive world.
Given this rapidly transforming landscape and the clear advantages of being AI native, the source also provides guidance for traditional firms that aren't built on this foundation. How can they adapt and begin to build this AI native culture?
Yeah, the source emphasizes that traditional firms must consciously evolve by making AI a core part of how they work.
Evolve or, well,
Right. It's not just about adopting tools, it's about a fundamental shift in organizational structure and mindset. This evolution is necessary not just to use technology better, but to become inherently more innovative and competitive.
and to detail specific, actionable steps for building this kind of culture within an existing organization. The first step is to improve data literacy.
Yes, the source is direct here, stating that employees at all levels must understand data to use AI tools well and to leverage AI-driven insights effectively.
Everyone needs to speak data.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
This means investing in training staff on the principles of AI relevant to their specific roles and helping them become comfortable and proficient with AI-powered tools. It's about upskilling the workforce for the AI era.
Leadership is vital in driving this change too, right?
Absolutely crucial. Leaders need to actively push for innovation and support AI use from the top down. This creates a permissive and encouraging environment, making teams excited and more productive about adopting AI.
Is everyone on board?
When leadership champions AI, it signals its importance and helps employees see it as an empowering tool, not a threat.
And finally, the source highlights the need to attract and retain AI experts. This is acknowledged as a tough job market for specialized AI talent.
It certainly is. Very competitive. Firms must recognize this and offer great opportunities to attract the necessary expertise.
Need the right people.
A strong talent strategy focused on AI is essential because bringing in diverse ideas from skilled AI professionals is a key driver of innovation and growth in this rapidly evolving space.
So the pathway the source describes for traditional firms involves a multi-pronged approach, educating the existing workforce about data and AI, securing strong leadership buy-in and support, and actively recruiting and retaining specialized AI talent.
It's a big undertaking.
By implementing these steps, traditional firms can begin the process of becoming AI native, enabling them to succeed in a digital world, become more competitive and efficient by embracing innovation, effectively attracting talent, and crucially, using AI well.
That's the transformative journey the source outlines for established players looking to thrive in this new landscape. It's not easy, but it's necessary.
Circling back with the context we've now built, let's look again at the investment and market dynamics mentioned at the beginning. The source highlights the big increase in funding for AI-native solutions, with billions being poured into this space.
Yes, reiterating this point underscores the current reality. This massive investment isn't just speculative. It reflects a strong belief in AI's ability to make marketing more efficient and fundamentally change business.
The money follows the potential.
The flow of capital is driving rapid innovation and setting the stage for significant shifts.
And the source discusses how this rapid AI growth is already triggering market reactions, forcing companies to rethink and change their strategies. It specifically mentions the pressure on traditional marketing models due to the increasing dominance of players like Google.
Yeah, the big platforms.
So core platforms and tools are deeply integrated with and optimized by AI.
This creates a clear urgency to use AI for any company that wants to compete effectively. The source even provides a truly striking prediction that highlights the potential disruption: a 25% drop in web traffic expected by 2026.
Wow, a 25% drop. That's huge. How?
Well, the implication is if AI is increasingly used to provide direct answers in search results, summarize content, or facilitate interactions within AI platforms rather than directing users to websites.
People don't need to click through as much.
Exactly. It could significantly impact traditional web traffic patterns. This potential disruption underscores just how critical AI adaptation is. Failure to evolve could literally mean losing your audience.
That predicted drop really emphasizes the stakes. The source also briefly mentions using tools like OpenAI's models as a concrete example of practical adaptation that companies are undertaking right now to create better content and engagement.
Yeah, using tools like ChatGPT and others.
This shows that embracing AI isn't just about huge infrastructure changes. It can also start with leveraging accessible, powerful AI tools.
It brings the concept of adaptation down to a practical level. Start somewhere. And it reinforces the source's core message. The market is intensely competitive, and AI is no longer a luxury or an option.
It's table stakes now.
It is indispensable for companies that want to innovate, remain relevant, and thrive in the digital future.
So bringing everything we've discussed together based only on the conclusions presented in the source material, what are the absolute key takeaways for listeners from this deep dive?
Okay, key takeaways. The source concludes by reaffirming that AI-native companies are not just changing, but are fundamentally reshaping digital marketing. Their approach, built on an AI-first mindset and a data-centric culture, provides them with unparalleled speed and efficiency.
And AI itself is presented as a non-negotiable requirement for growth.
Exactly. The source states that AI is a must for companies to grow, enabling them to shift from merely reacting to market changes to actively acting and predicting future trends and customer behavior.
From reactive to predictive.
This predictive capability also improves network management and user experiences.
And the tangible benefits are clear.
Absolutely. The source confirms that AI integration saves money and makes operations more efficient. Because of these proven benefits, the message for traditional companies is direct. They need to start using AI if they haven't already.
Get on board or get left behind.
The source highlights the proven result. Companies using AI for creating personal content see big wins in customer engagement. This validates the power of personalization we discussed.
So, the ultimate summary from the source is that AI-native companies are key to the future of digital marketing and are actively shaping the online marketing landscape as we speak.
And looking ahead, the source forecasts that as AI technology continues to improve, it will make digital marketing even stronger, more capable, and more impactful. The companies that embrace and effectively utilize AI will stay ahead and offer better experiences to their customers.
So the future is AI.
The final, powerful statement from the source that encapsulates everything we've discussed is, the future of digital marketing is all about AI.
Wow, that's a pretty definitive and forward-looking statement to end on. It makes it clear just how significant this shift is. Thank you for providing this source material and taking this deep dive with us.
Glad to be here. Fascinating stuff.
So, considering the incredible speed and scale of this shift towards AI-native models, the massive investment flowing in, and the significant challenges around data privacy and integrating human creativity, how do you think traditional companies that aren't built on an AI-native foundation can truly prepare themselves for this future? Is it still a matter of adapting, or is the gap widening so fast that for some it might already be too late to catch up?
That's the big question, isn't it?
We'll leave you with that thought. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for listening to the Mixed Media Ventures podcast. To see the corresponding blog post, head over to www.mixedmediaventures.com now. Thanks again for dropping by, and see you next episode.